Mary needs to order pizza for 18 students. Each student should get a quarter of a pizza. How many pizzas should Mary order? So let's try to illustrate this by drawing a few things. So we have a pizza and each student should get a quarter. So here you have one pizza divided by 4. So one student will take one piece, another student will take one piece, another student will take another piece. So 4 students will take one pizza. And then you have another pizza. Each student will take a quarter of it. So student number 5, student number 6, student number 7, student number 8, and so forth. And we know we have 18 students. So how many pizza do we need to order? I have 18 students. Each student will eat a quarter of a pizza, so times 1/4. Okay, so let's multiply these fractions. So that's over 1. 18 times 1 is 18. 1 times 4 is 4. So you have 18/4. Let's simplify the fraction. Divide by 2, divide by 2. We get 9/2. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. If you write it as a mixed number, that's 4 and 1/2. In other words, we will need 4.5 pizzas. However, you cannot order half of a pizza. So you will order 5 pizzas, and then how much pizza will be left over? Half will be left over. Because 4.5 will be taken out of 5, so there will still be 1/2 remaining. 2 friends want to share 3 apples evenly. How much will each one get? So you have 3 apples, 1, 2, 3, but you have 2 people. Person number 1, person number 2. So it looks like each person will take 1.5. So how do you do it mathematically? So you have 3 apples that you will divide among 2 people. So that's 3/2. What is 3 divided by 2? 3 divided by 2. I have 1. 1 times 2 is 2 minus. So I have 1 remainder. So I have 1 apple and a half, 1/2. This is basically how you change an improper fraction into a mixed number. So you have 1 apple and a half, which is what we already know should happen from here. Frank has 3 bags of bird seeds. He wants to put them in 4 bird feeders. How much bag will go in each feeder? So you have 3 bags. So these are the bags. We want to put them into 4 different feeders, or 4 different things of equal size. So these are the feeders. So we have 3 bags here. We have 4 feeders here. So you have 3/4. So that is 3/4. In other words, here you will have 3/4 here, 3/4 here, 3/4 here, and 3/4 here. When you combine all of these 4 equal measures, the answer should be 3. You want to check? 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4. How do you add fractions? You keep the denominator and then you add the numerator. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 2 children are sharing half of a sandwich. How much will each one get? Let's see if we can draw something here. Let's say we have a sandwich. So we have half of it. This is 1/2. This is another half. But 2 kids are going to share just this piece. So that means they will share it this way. One kid will take this piece, another kid will take this piece. So how big is that piece? You might guess that this piece is 1/4. This piece is also 1/4. Because if you take 1/4 plus 1/4, that means you take the 2 pieces, you should get 1/2. Let's see if that's correct. So 1/4 plus 1/4, I will keep the denominator as 4. I will add the numerator, that's 1 plus 1, that's 2. Then I simplify, divide by 2, divide by 2. I get 1/2, which is that. But what's the other way of doing that? I can just say 1/2 divided by 2. How do you divide fractions? Keep, change, flip. Keep the first fraction, multiply by, remember this is 2/1, so I flip it, becomes 1/2. Then I multiply. How do you multiply fractions? You multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4, which is my answer. Mario was making cookies. He mixed 2.5 cups of flour, 1.25 cup of sugar, and half cup of brown sugar. How many cups does he have altogether? So this is an addition problem. Altogether, that's the key word. Now, there are many ways I can add these fractions. One of the ways I can add the whole number, so I have 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. Then I will add the fractions separately. 1/2 1/4 and 1/2. So what is 1/2 plus 1/2? Half plus half is 1 plus 1, and then I have a quarter remaining. So then I still have this quarter remaining that I haven't added. So that would be 4 and 1/4. So this should be my final answer. Now let's go ahead and do it step by step mathematically. First, let's change this into an improper fraction. Now, I want to have the same denominator. I can multiply this by 2, this by 2, so that I can have the denominator of 4. This is already 4, so I leave it alone. This times 2 times 2. So what do I have? Which is something over 4. Let's add the top. That is 17. So 17 over 4. Let's write it as a mixed number. So 17 divided by 4. It's 4. 4 times 4 is 16. The remainder is 1. So my answer is 4 and 1/4. And that's the same answer that we had before. It's all about addition. John has 3.5 kilo of sugar. He gave 1.25 kilo to his mother, 1 1/8 to his sister. How much does he have left? So that's a subtraction problem. What do you have left? There are several ways you can do this. I see that it's easier to deal with the whole numbers first. 3 minus 1 minus 1. 3 minus 1 minus 1 is 1. Then after that, I'm going to deal with the fractions 1/2 minus 1/4 minus 1/8. I want to have the same denominator. So this is 4 over 8 minus, this is 2 over 8 minus, this is 1 over 8, which is equal to, the denominator stays 8, the numerator is 4 minus 2 minus 1, which is 1. So I have 1/8, which I will add here, so 1/8. So you have 1 1/8 kilograms. That's my final answer. You can also change this into improper fractions like we did in a previous example, but this would be the shortest way. Peter ran 3.5 kilometers. Erica, 1/4 more than Peter. Andy ran 2 1/12 less than Eric. How far did Andy run? So you have Peter run 3.5. Eric ran 1/4 more than Peter. So what Peter has plus 1/4, right? So remember, this is Peter plus 1/4, that's Eric. And then Andy ran 2 1/12 less than Eric. So Andy is what Eric has, which is all of this, minus 2 1/12. See that? Now, how long did Andy run? They just want Andy. So I just need to do this right here. That's Andy. Again, I'm going to deal with the whole numbers first. Looks like I have 3 minus 2, that's a whole number, so that's 1 kilometer already. So now I'm gonna deal with the fractions. So 1/2 plus 1/4 minus 1/12. I end up with 6 over 12 plus 3 over 12 minus 1 over 12. 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 minus 1 is 8. Then I can simplify, of course. Divide by 4, divided by 4. So that would be 2/3. So Andy ran 1, which is already here, 1 2/3 kilometers. Next, I cut pizza into 10 equal pieces. My friend ate half of the pieces. How many pieces did my friend eat? So that's quite easy. What is half of 10? It's 5 pieces. How can I do it mathematically? Is 10 times 1/2. So that's 10 over 1 times 1/2. That would be 10 over 2, which is 5. Petra sold 25 ice creams. 1/5 of the ice cream was strawberry ice creams. 2/5 were chocolate ice cream. The rest was banana ice cream. How many banana ice cream were there altogether? So you have total minus the strawberry ice cream minus the chocolate ice cream. That will give you the remaining, which is banana. And that's what we want. So let's see, the total is 25. That's the easy part. Minus the strawberry. Now we are told 1/5 of the total was strawberry. So minus 25 times 1/5. Minus now chocolate is 2/5. So that would be 25 times 2/5, right? So let's see what we have. So 25 minus, now 25 times 1 divided by 5, that's 5. So this will give me 5 right here. And then this will give me 10. So the total will be 25 minus 5 minus 10. That would be 10. 10 banana ice cream.